My name is Jacques Hennequet and I'm a creative director at Volition. Red Faction is a long-standing license, and we recently returned to it with Red Faction Guerrilla, and it's changed quite a bit. It became a third-person game, and we also brought what we call Geomod 2.0, which is a level of destruction in the environments that is unequaled in any game. I don't usually brag, but I think that's very true of this one. I think everybody agrees that what Red Faction Guerrilla did was to bring destruction to an entirely unseen level. Red Faction Armageddon takes place quite a few years later, about 60, 70 years. It's not exactly precisely, but ballpark. And the surface has been completely destroyed. And you're not quite sure why, but the situation is clearly worsening. And so the remaining population has had to go very deep underground and to learn to live in different environments that range from ice cave to magma caves to huge lakes of lava that connect different areas. So it's not just a bunch of tunnels that are under the surface. You have these enormous areas that either were created naturally or blasted out by miners and have been built to basically survive because the planet's surface is essentially uninhabitable. And what happens is that you are a descendant of Mason, and you are working as a sort of specialist in explosive demolitions, miner, you're a tough guy, and you stumble upon a secret that essentially threatens all of humanity on Mars, and are launched, therefore, into a quest for salvaging the planet. And so our first initial tendency with Red Faction Guerrilla was to say, okay, have at it, destroy everything, have fun destroying everything. Now we're refining this a little bit, and we are integrating the destruction into the gameplay more. So the game is no longer just about destruction, it's about how you use destruction to accomplish goals and serve purposes and advance the story. So we're going to the next level and integrating the destruction into the storyline and the evolution of the characters. We also added a new component, which is the flip side of destruction, which is that you have a nanoforge. It's a piece of equipment that has abilities, and one of them is you can actually reconstruct things. So things that are destroyed can actually be recombined into elements. And of course, that too ties into the gameplay. So the aliens have a sort of almost military structure, not in the sense of, officers, but you're going to encounter a large number of different types of aliens. Some are bipeds, some are quadrupeds, some are basically the size of a humanoid, although they're not human at all, while the biggest one are absolutely enormous. I mean, hundreds and hundreds of feet large. So they're going to vary their tactics and the way they approach you based on their abilities, and of course they're going to combine their attacks. So you're going to be confronted with different types of enemies all the time that come at you very different ways. We also have an amazing new weapon, which is called the magnet gun, and the way the magnet gun works, and I think people are going to love the magnet gun, is you basically shoot a magnet at anything, and then you shoot a second dart at your target. And then when you press the trigger, the target is being pulled, as if it was a magnet, onto the other one. So you can actually shoot a dart at a car and send it slamming into a person, because it's a type of magnet that works with just about anything. I think that what Red Faction Armageddon is bringing to both the fans of the series and the people who haven't tried it yet, it's a combination of a linear storyline that is fascinating, with great open world gameplay, and destruction that is now no longer just a gratuitous activity, but fully integrated into the story and a component of how the game evolves and how you progress in the game. I think the combination of these elements really makes Red Faction Armageddon unique and a fascinating experience.